Bondo here. I'm down in Coolville, Ohio at the Swampstock MuddBogg. First thing I want to show you is my car is infiltrated with ants. We've had so much rain here in Little Hocking, and yeah, we have a lot of ants. And one thing I do have to admit to you is I am going to be dubbing this. As you can see, my words are not moving with my mouth. My mic messed up, and I didn't look to see if I had a little blue light. But anyway, we're going to take a little walk around here. We've had a whole bunch of rain here recently, and so these guys said that they didn't have that big of a turnout. And I came here, it started like at 1 o'clock, people were getting there around 11, and I got there about 4 o'clock because I went to an auction today for Billy Goebel down in Middleport, Ohio. I bought a lot of stuff, and we're going to look at that later, but it looks like we got a Jeep that's already leaving. And it's a shame that I didn't get to show you more of this. This guy here, this truck looks like he's already run through. And you see, there's only a couple trucks here. I don't know how many there were or whatnot. But we're going to put some music to this. And I spent the afternoon doing this, so we're going to give you a little bit of video and stuff like that. I regret that, some of these trucks, some of these guys sounded great. Most of them sounded like they were small block trucks and whatnot. And here we got a Jeep. They said that most of the trucks with the big tires and whatnot ran through there first and stuff, and then the stock class, they had, you see, his mud was up to the undercarriage. He didn't really even have a chance to do anything. He didn't even move. He hit the gas and stayed right where he was. And there he goes again. He got a little bit of run this time. He started a little bit further. As soon as he dropped down the hole, he was done. What are you going to do? Well, these guys had some fun. There's a Chevy truck. He's dropping in. They haven't figured it out yet, but they're going to figure it out. As soon as he hits the hole, he stops. When he gets here again, he's got a little bit of run for it at the start. As soon as he had the momentum or whatever, and had a little bit of momentum and kept the peg, he got through it. We got another Jeep coming up. See back there? That truck just ran through. I'm not sure at this point whether it's on fire or what's going on. But the more I look at it, the more it looks like she just got pretty hot. Because that isn't black. And if you've caught stuff on fire, that you pretty much soon see black as the hoses and the wires and all that kind of stuff stop rotting. Stop burning and all that happy goodness. But yeah, he just overheated him. We got another Cherokee. He's going to make another run at it. You see the little boxes on the side of the starting gate or whatever. They got a timing light. So the vent's timed. They'll guide them up to where they break the beams. And then after they they're at the beams, then they can just take whatever time and start when they want to start. So it's pretty cool. And I got another Jeep. I think this is a Grand Cherokee. It sounded like a V8. Didn't sound too modified, but it was a V8. And he gets down. He's got, see that bumper. That poor bumper on the thing like that. He's just dragging the ground and just dug him right down. You see, I'm talking again, and I'm probably talking about that bumper because, I don't know, I suppose if you have, but I think some of these trucks in this class, they actually drove them there, and if they didn't break them, they broke them turn. So they're not going to run them as hard as what you would think if you want to drive the thing home. You don't want to break a thing on purpose and then get a tow truck. This truck, very cool. My guess is 65-ish. It's got the planetaries and all that kind of stuff. This was the only thing there that I would consider a monster truck. but it was pretty cool. I wish you could have heard it. It sounded great. A lot of time, money invested in that stuff. And the old Jeep, he got a little bit that run and stuff. But this skate kit, man, this month was just a wreck. We just had crazy rain. But I'm not sure what day this past week it didn't rain. Today's Sunday. It's actually beautiful outside today. And also met Hillbilly Proud. Hillbilly Proud, I believe they're from about the middle of West Virginia there somewhere. They go around and do different mud runs and stuff and take videos and whatnot. They have a website for merch and shirts and all that kind of stuff that's supposed to support them going around to different places. And this little guy, he's one of the participants' kids. They have this shirt here. This woman, the eldest daughter. Hashtag WV Chuck Meadows. He was recently diagnosed with stage 3 small cell lung cancer. He's set to go for an MRI, and it might be stage 4 after that. So of course, he's having this work in his life. Has been to all the appointments with him, so this fundraiser just to help him out. So if you want to do that, check out the hashtag WV Chuck Meadows. And real nice lady. We got the Jeep coming in here again, and again this bumper's gonna just hang him up with mud. And here's the Hillbilly Proud. They seem to be nice enough people. I talked to him for a while, and that's his parents. Looks like he's got them running the merch and stuff for him. And they have a few different designs and stuff. A lot of it's the pickaxe and shovel, I suppose, for the coal miners of West Virginia. And all that, I'm not exactly too sure. I like skulls and all that kind of stuff a little bit. I have a few of them in my yard. But, so that's what they're into, and if that's what you're into in your life, you should pursue what you're into. And again, this is Bondo. I'm here in Coolville, Ohio at the Swampstock MuddBoggs. Went down here basically so I give you a little bit of footage, something a little bit different from my stuff I film in the yard. And here I managed to, again, I don't have my microphone working. So here I'm taking a little bit of extra time, and I'm gonna dub this little ditty to go along with this video, and then I'm gonna add you some music because to me that's as important as anything. Beautiful day yesterday though in the afternoon. Yeah, it wasn't too hot, it wasn't too cool. I had me a couple drinks with me. Snapped my wife. She got home from work or whatever. She was home with the doggies. This truck here, another small block. This one's had a little bit of. I could already smell the fuel. It was burned at this point. I love the smell of that racing fuel. They pulled them up to the line. Guy guides them in there. Check them out, make sure they're all ready to go. Get him lined up. He rolls them into it, breaks the beams, tells them to stop. And again, they just, they get to go whenever they want, and the timer starts them when they stop the beams. So it's kind of, I suppose it's kind of like a drag race. They just don't have a light to go whenever they want. That's a lot of this mud run and stuff, and some of these tracks I've seen. They pick some guy's favorite, this line or that line or whatever. But I think if you don't have ground clearance, I think you would not want to start off in the run. This is a lady here. They talked to me for a little while about my gimbal and whatnot. Here I'm telling them how fancy it was, and the microphone and all that kind of stuff. here, I didn't even check to see if my microphone was even working. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. I should know a little bit better now. 10-15 videos in, but yeah, you can't, it's hard to fix stupid sometimes. There's a little light that comes on with the thing. I just should have checked it out. It wasn't, while I was down there, there wasn't any big mechanical failures and all that kind of stuff that I heard. Nothing blowing up, no parts flying through the roof. You know, the guy or the heating, that was about the biggest part of the violence of the whole event. This guy was all apologetic and stuff. He didn't like his being in there. You can see back there in the distance, it's an ice cream truck. That ice cream truck actually comes through my neighborhood. And I like listening to the ice cream truck, and I asked her, I said, lady, I said, when you come to Little Hocking and you're in my road, would you mind if I record you a little bit so people can hear your ice cream truck? Because some of you guys probably, you may have never heard an ice cream truck. You may have not heard one since you was a kid. You know, me, I consider myself to be a 54-year-old kid. So I'm going to share an ice cream truck with you. And she said that was fine. They had these little guys run. They had me confused. They had some wee little kids, and then they had some middle kids, and they had some little bigger kids. I don't know how organized it was, because I turned my camera off because they was just messing around, and then the teeny tiny little kids were going beside me, so I had to turn my camera on and get it started, and then press record. And you see, by the time I did that, I had missed the little kids, and they was down there standing in line. Here comes that big old truck again. Wish I wasn't a fool, and you could have heard if they'll go back down there the next event. Maybe he'll be down there. I'll get some of these recorded. I'm just gonna, hopefully I go down there again. I will go down there where it starts. So that way I miss some of the stuff. And here, Nate, here's sounding like the soul for the trucks that ran through the mud that I saw. This was the diesel, and I'm sorry it was a square body. I don't know. You know, maybe they had a Ford engine in there. It was a Blazer. I believe this is the one that had the overheating issue you saw steaming earlier in the video. And you got to have your, your lifted truck with the baloney tires and obligatory the fuel ugly wheels. It's just something that you get. And this truck, first time when it ran through the mud, yeah, my phone was around backwards in the gimbal, and so I was looking at the screen. I couldn't get it to turn on to fix it, so I had to turn it off and then turn it back on. And by the time I did that, it already went through the pit and he was on his way back. Very cool truck. I'd like to, I have the 50 Chevy and then the 72 Chevy. I would like to get a 60 Chevy just so I can have it. It's my 3 favorite decades of them things, so I'd like to have one of each decade. Well, I can. Why not? So here's this old diesel going through there. He's rolling the smoke and stuff, but you can see he's got a little bit of blue mixed in there. So I don't know how happy that engine is. So it gets out there and you see the blue smoke. I know the black smoke is the diesel pouring the coal, they say, but the blue smoke to me is oil. You never know. Yeah, I'm talking a lot through this because why not? It's what we do here. And I hope you've taken time to like, share, and subscribe at this point. Tell your friends. If you have some music, original music, preferably non-copyrighted music, you can send it to me. You want to get in touch with me, make a comment on this video. And here, after these 2 trucks that ran through the mud, that was the end of it. Nobody said in the end. So here we are. We're back at the house. We're back at the house, and I liked it. This is the kind of cool stuff when I get a look at when I come home. And my wife, she was working. She works a roll route. In the roll route, she has a lot of gravel roads and stuff, so she went mudding too. I could wash that truck 5 days a week if I wanted to, but it doesn't make any difference. It just gets muddy again. So I hose it off about once a week. If she wants it anymore, she can do it for herself. We're here back at the house. I haven't done anything else with this 74 pickup. I'm going to put a pinion seal in it. I'm either going to get this. I bought a Chinesian carburetor put on the thing because the other one had sat for a couple of years and it wasn't too happy. It's a piece of garbage. I may have to throw it in the woods. Hopefully we'll get back onto the Crosley here in the next couple of days. We got it steering a little bit better. Looks like here now we're gonna go look at the dogs. And you guys are lucky that right now you can't hear these things barking because you know they are. 7 of them monsters. The brown and white one on the left, that's Marilyn. The little thing that just jumped to the left of her, that's Ted. And we got Sadie at the gate right now. We've got Alice. She's an epileptic puppy. So I have to give her phenobarbital. The blue hero, that is Rocky. And that is me telling you that I'm getting ready to go inside. Or I'm telling you about these toys probably because I'm just catching up.
It's me again. I'm in the middle of making some dinner. But I wanted to show you guys, give you a little tour here. There's Pearl. I'm still gonna buff it. I'm gonna blend this blue in and stuff like that a little bit more. I'm gonna get some Mr. Zippy vinyl decals. The doors. But anyways, so went to an auction today. I told my buddies Nate and Doug and Rooster and stuff that I was going to an auction. Here's some of what we got. We got the up-down, change around roller coaster. We got one of those tracks. You had one of those little tracks. There's a red line Hot Wheel hanging out in there. We got some toys. There's a land speeder. Look at this. Apparently that follows a crayon. It's still in the original box. I love old toys. I wheel and deal in toys to help fund cars. This is a Sony Betamax changer. We got that. There's the old tailgate. I kind of like the effect. I like it more when I get it done. You guys like kitties? That's Cosmo. He's a kitty. We got a pile of stuff in here. Check out the Zenith radio, people. It's pretty awesome. But we're gonna unload it here in the building. Got me some tires for V, our XTSV Cadillac. We're gonna put these 22-inch Verd wheels back on it. Gives her a little bit more aggressive look. You guys like it. You see that guy? Well, we got some of the toys in here, but we're looking at these toys now. I'm just going to do a little short end here, and I might bring you out when we get stuff unloaded. But I want to show you the pile right there. That's part of a swing that you put out in the yard, brand new in the box from the 1970s. Got an old fan there. Got the big loader construction set. Mary school bus. This is a Ziggy game. We got a pile of crap in there. Some Campbell stuff. That is for and there's a piano that does that does paper rolls. That's pretty neat. I got a musical angel Smurfette, flip flop flyer. Guys, if you're into toys, check that out. The Golden Sonic, right? The Atomic Age toys, 1950s and stuff like that. That is where this came from. The 1950s, still in the original box, and the thing, it's plastic, huh? And it's still alive. We got some Mickey Mouse and stuff like that. So yeah, I had a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed the MuddBoggs. I hope you guys enjoyed the music. I hope you guys enjoyed the day and enjoying the sunset. I'm going to finish making some food before I fall down. Then I'll come and drag this garbage out of this vehicle, and we'll give you guys another little breeze away. Then I'll let you go. Anyways, see you in a bit.
We're starting the day off with the squirrel. I'd zoom in on him, but I don't know how. It's now Sunday, and there's a squirrel. Getting him a little corn. Now I'm unloading the car. I hope you guys are doing good today, and I hope if you've shared this with somebody and liked and subscribed.
Alright guys, it's me again. Got the pearl cleaned out, and now we're gonna see what we got. We'll start off here at the beginning. So we have a J-Chin Pianolodeon. So you can play the piano. There's the instructions for it. Or it has these paper rolls that you put in there, and then they roll, and then you play along with them. And we have that Zenith radio again. That thing's awesome. It's got to be Bakelite or something like that. The beginning of plastics. It's hard to find this stuff without it being cracked and all busted up. We got all these coloring books. Gulliver's Travels, Peter Rabbit, A Day with Ziggy. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, this guy's cool. This guy's cool. Kind of a doctor guy. We got some E.T. phone home cups. I think there was 4 of them, and there's 4 cups, so maybe we have all of them. There's a Chevy Doctor and some, what do they call it? Little blue bonnet. I don't know exactly. Yeah, we'll get some Fisher Price. Check these guys out. Get some little plastic cars in there. Look at these. You have your Army Man. You have some flat Civil War Army Men right there. Look at these. 20 pieces of fantasy heroes. Where are you going to find it? You got a flying stunt loco, a big loader, merry-go-copter. Check these things out. These are for like a 19... Let's just look at the station wagon. They go on the back of a station wagon. About that era station wagon, huh? In the box. You guys had one of these, huh? Come on then, let the stupid car run down. 2 merry-go-copters. Upside turn-around roller coaster. We'll get the land speeder. Oh, he's cracked a little bit, huh? That sucks, but that part still works. Red line Hot Wheel. That follows the crayon. I got some Corgi in there. Hey, Doug. Here's one. There you go, bud. There's a good one for you. Got 2 of these. Mickey Mouse. Got some Tonka people in there. All kinds of aviation logbooks and all this kind of stuff. Those are Campbell's from 70s, 80s ornaments. They were cheap. We got this guy. Huh? Stick him on there. That's pretty tough. We got Smurfette. A little bit of holiday crap. It came with a bunch of other stuff. We got lights, and I think there's more Christmas lights underneath there. We got a Barbie. We got a Betamax. We got a Beta Stack. Sony, where you up to 20 hours record and play back, whatever that is. A stepper, your camper, electromagnetic. This thing, it's pretty cool. It actually has the birds. Got a flippity flyer. Flintstones Crazy Loco, still in the shrink wrap. Did you have a Remco phone when you was a kid? There's some Remco phones, toy phones you put a battery in. Got a Ouija board. Hop Ching. We don't have any marbles, but that's all it is. We got that. Oh, we got a dartboard here. We only get 3 darts, I don't understand, but hey, it just came in a stack of crap. And the piece de resistance again. The Golden Sonic. It is not the original whistle. It did not come with the original whistle. That's a pretty tough looking. Guys, this is a piece of plastic from the 1950s. It's pretty neat. And last but not least, I guess, we have the Fiesta Royale. Liar's Swing. And it's got the stands. We got some kind of table in here. Not sure what we got. Well, it doesn't look like we get the table. Okay, so guys, what we have there is a fender stand, body working, or we'll cut them. Yeah, we'll use it for some kind of stand to beat on things with. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this installment. I'm going to go inside now and make this an actual video for you guys. Put some music with it. And then, get on with my Sunday so I can get this out to you today. Thank you all for watching. And remember, I've probably said it a couple times. Like, share, subscribe. I don't have any t-shirts or anything like that. Happy crap and stuff. But, because I have 125 subscribers. Maybe I'm sure I'll make some here when, I get to, all that kind of stuff costs money and stuff. So I'm just trying to get rolling, and you guys' participation and helping and sharing, that helps that. Anyways, Bonsai out.